What inspired me to choreograph, honestly, was probably Kathy, like, period. Because before this, I don't even, like, for a really long time, like, I never saw myself as a choreographer. I always thought that, like, I'm still the vessel. I'm still a dancer. So, like, I was never ready to, like, choreograph or, like, do that. I never really, like, understood it really until, like, Kathy was just kind of like, hey, you want to teach a class? I'm like, all right, bet. I can try. So I taught a class, and then after that, I was like, whoa, this is lit. Like, this is super great. So then she asked me to choreograph for Carnival, and I was like, absolutely. So, yeah, she's pretty much the driving force behind me figuring out my new life as an older dancer. So my first piece, it's a contemporary hip-hop piece. It's called Keep the Family Close by Drake. This song I've loved for a really long time, ever since I first heard the song from the Views album. It's very theatrical. It reminds me of like a score, almost as if it should be like in a musical. And so that's kind of what I wanted to do with this dance. I wanted the dancers to be very theatrical and acting, as well as a lot of improv, which I feel like comes straight from the soul. So that's really like acting in itself. So yeah, like that's pretty much what this dance is. The song lyrics are always really close to me. The next portion, it's like a transitional period. It's Look Alive by Drake and Blockboy JB. This is all improv. When I did the auditions, what had happened was one day I was in my basement and this song came on, and instead of like doing like any like hip hop moves, I was like, bet, let me see what happens if I do some really intense contemporary improv. And it was so much fun, and I was in my basement sweating, and I was like, all right, bet, let me do this and put this on dancers. The next one is my small group hip hop with some of the best hip hoppers ever. It's by Melly. It's called Copy. It's like just a fierce female, just woman, own it, raunchy, loving song. The next portion is the large group hip hop, and that's like a mix of songs. And ultimately, I just wanted this to be like super fun. Also really fun to just like teach those dances and teach the history behind them and all of the trends and stuff, because I feel like a lot of people don't know the history behind things. So I really try to do that when I'm teaching or whenever I'm choreographing. I just want knowledge to be the basis of all of the hip-hop movement that we're creating, just because like that's the platform that I have to give a voice to those that really don't necessarily have a voice. So even if you're like big on the Billboard records, sometimes you don't have a voice. So here I am with me trying to give you guys a voice. So yeah, it's lit. And that's me in Carnival. Yay.